Good morning, everyone. Right. Sorry, everyone. It's my wife. Let's see. Good morning, Iris. Teresa, Steven's here. Ivano, Robert, BJ, David. Oh, Kane's in the house. Yeah. Mhm. Did anyone get an email? A little light today. All right. A lot of people got the email. Looks like a lot of people got the email. 21 people on YouTube. Yep. Yeah, I just bumped it over. Thanks, Teresa. Just that too. Absolutely, David. Hey, Ken. Robert, how are you? We'll be getting started in just a minute. We're doing good, Omar. Thanks for asking. The link for the YouTube is right here. Let me post it. Yeah, it's been very choppy.
Good morning, everybody. Let me say hello to people on YouTube. Darren, Blair, Patrick, Richard, how are you? We got 80, Steven, Jason, Kane. Hey, Kane. Where's Kane? I don't see him here.
I haven't bumped him over yet.
Oh, okay. Hey, DJ, Dave, Sanjay, do you have a copy of yesterday's class? Yes, I have a copy of yesterday's class. It's where, David, it's where every class is. Please feel free to go there. I show you. It's in the YouTube channel live tab. Stephen, how are you? Brian, how are you? Robert, how are you? Farid, how are you? Rachel, Kevin, Kane, how are you? Long time no see.
I'm doing great. Great to be here today.
Good, 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 good. John, Raj, Gus, Tinya, David, how are you, David? Good to see you. Uh, good. Now a trader to supplement you're an MD, a PhD, retired. Colonel, wow. You've done a lot. You've done it all, David. That's next time you post something, just do it publicly to everyone so everybody could see it, okay? Tony says wish I was in Jacksonville. It has to be warmer than 20. It's about 50 right now, 45, 50. Would you say that's about right, Matt? 45, 50. It's nice. Hey, Murmus. Looking a really cold next week in Alabama. Ooh, Cyrus, how are you? Doris, how are you? Ken, Sandra, how are you? How are you? How are you? I got an email literally like 2 minutes before coming here, and somebody said to me another loser, and then they sent me an email and they showed us two trades or three trades that we opened like 2 days ago. Like, folks, you actually have to wait for the trade to be closed. You know, you actually have to wait for the trade to be closed to be a losing trade or a winning trade, unless you know how to predict the future. So just FYI. And by the way, we are going to have the A-line class. I haven't had the A-line class this year. I think we are actually going to take a loser, AT&T and A-line. It'll be our first loser. It'll be a 25th. Get this, Kane, 25th trade, first loser.
That's amazing. It's an incredible record.
Mm. But the good news is there's always a silver lining, right? The good news is we'll be able to have a profit factor. Look at Matt's face. He's got that look in his face. Matt, it looks like you're smelling something really bad or something.
No, I'm just focused.
Okay.
I'm trying to listen to two other things while you're talking.
Sounds good. So, let me get my TC2000 up here and we'll start. I'll give you guys a little market analysis and then we'll begin. And I actually have a lot of trades today. I don't like the market. Yeah, of course. 1 second here. Why is TC2000 taking like 2 seconds today? Huh? What's going on here? Usually it's really fast. There we go. I guess this computer's not on all fours, huh, Matt? My new computer arrived today. They haven't set it up or installed it yet, but they're going to do that today. I think I mentioned to you guys they ordered one from Best Buy, and Best Buy basically said, "Oh, we don't have it." After they ordered it, Best Buy 2 days later sent them a letter. "Oh, we don't have it in stock." Like, not good. So they got it from Newegg, and it came back right away. You're welcome, Stephen. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Okay. So here's let me share my screen. Kane, I'm going to give my analysis on the market, and then I want you to give your 5 cents and see if it matches mine. Okay.
Sure, sounds good.
All right. So right now, the SPY is literally at the. Let me move. All these lines are making me dizzy. Okay. The SPY is literally right at the 50-day moving average and at our resistance level. And as we came up here, and you could see on the left, on the yellow dotted crosshairs, you could see that's right at the top. See why these levels are really, really important? Really, 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 really important, right? Head of a trading computer custom built by Dell. Yeah, I should have done that, but that's what they tried to do with Best Buy. I don't know why they went to Best Buy. But anyway, the point is they got it made. It's made by, hold on a second. Let me get you the company's name. 1 second. From what I understand, it's a good name for gaming computers. It's called Origin. For anybody that's familiar with it. I haven't tried it yet, and I'll let you know how good it is. It's supposed to have all the the chips and all that stuff, the i9 and all that. I'll let you guys know all the details as soon as I find out more information about it. 50% off retail. That's nice. I like that. All right. So, I hope you guys remember what I've been telling you every single day, that we're really, really choppy and we have to get out of this mess. Until we get out of this mess, you need to keep your powder really, really dry. I don't know yet, Murmus. I'm going to let you know after we do our social experiment, because they didn't listen to me and get me a 6 card either. So they don't. Anyway, I'll let you know. Hopefully it'll work just like this one did. I'll let you know.
Billy,
Don't ask. Don't ask, Matt. Don't even ask. But they did say that they can always switch the card out, which is good. All right. Again, I mean, right. The point is, this is very, 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 very poor trading action. Now, if you were in my morning show today, you would have seen me saying a couple of things that might have not been a big surprise as we headed into today. One of those things was what was those things? Actually, it was right here. It was the number of stocks coming into today. We had 104 stocks breaking out, and this number's pretty same as that. 39 stocks are here. 47 stocks breaking down. That means there's just not a lot of momentum. And this number came back from 500. Look at it over the last few days. So there was downside, and to the upside, I didn't see any momentum because of this. And I explained how this needs to break out, and we're in these levels pretty much everywhere. You could see right here. See right here, we're right at these levels. Same thing on most of the indices. So we have to kind of break out of this, or we're going to continue going, and there's major averages here. So so again, I'm not this is chop. This is crap. You can't really do anything with this, okay? Can't really trade anything with that. So we really need this to move one way or the other. If we can't break this to the upside, remember, stocks go path of least resistance, they'll start breaking down. Another thing I don't like, and I mentioned this in the VIP room in the pit today, is right here. Right here. Apple. Look at the trading action on Apple today. Last I heard, Apple's a pretty big computer company, and it can really influence the market. Yeah, so I'm not liking it. And look at Nvidia. Nvidia's pinched. So there's not really, and also the earnings on bank stocks continue to be good, but XLF is barely up. Granted, it is above the 50-day moving average, but it had a big move. With the big move the market made yesterday, and it did make a big move, I thought today would be a consolidation day, and so far it is. It'd be great to see us break above this level at the end of the day on high volume. So far, volume is 12 million contracts, which is really, 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 really low. Yeah, it's in the monkey business phase. All right, so and unfortunately, we don't have a flat bottom here. We have a breakdown below the 100-day moving average, which is just continuing this descending channel. So, and this is starting to get pretty mature. It's not like 4 bars away from the high. And the high wasn't all that great here either. So, bond market, I mean, we're starting to move. I like this. This is positive, really positive, but we got a long ways to go. We got a long ways to go. So, the bottom line is, and I mean, this is the bottom line. We need to go above the 50-day moving average on volume. And we need to have a catalyst. Now, we have plenty of catalysts right now. We have earnings, a few good earning stocks, and we can come up. But I mean, look at this. This is chop chop. And if you don't recognize this, then you're going to be in a world of pain going forward. This is the kind of price action you want to swing right here. This is the kind of price action you want to swing. You want to be really cautious here. Really, really cautious. Tomorrow's biggest number of contracts expiring ever. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see what happens. All right. Kane, do you see anything differently at all from what I'm seeing here?
Unfortunately not. There's just a lot of chop. I do see the same like kind of downward channel that you pointed out, which makes me a little nervous about the upside. But even if we do pop up above that MA50, I think it's going to take a lot of effort just to get to that all-time high.
Yeah.
And with earnings coming up, like you were saying in the roundtable yesterday, earnings have to be really good just to get us to those all-time highs. And for us to be able to surpass them, then it's got to be pretty amazing. So I see us like at best chopping around for longer in this kind of wide range that we have from about 585, 580 to about 600. Otherwise, that channel is probably going to eventually take over the longer that goes on, and then we might see a slip back down towards the MA 200.
Yeah, I mean, this channel's already has like 3 touches on each side, so it's starting to
Yep.
it's starting to become a pretty. It's not like 3 days. It's starting to become. Remember, the more you see price action doing something, the more the fundamentals catch up with the technicals, or vice versa. So, this is not a good way, and this is not a good bar, right here. That the first bar, this big bar right here, this was a big warning sign. Big warning sign, because look, it's never been able to overcome it. Yeah. So
The other thing is that MA50 is really, it's pretty flat now. So if we start seeing that curl over, then we
yeah,
know that that trend is really starting to get legs.
exactly. And the 50 day, you still have the 100 here it has to pass, and you still have the 50 it has to pass. And QQQ, you got the same situation right here. You're not even on top. So not a lot of it's not a lot of love here at all. Not a lot of love for what I'm saying. Not a lot of high probability, which is why I've been very slow to put on trades. And I've been very happy that I've been doing that. Not upset about that at all. Okay, I'll start with some shorts. And Kane, if you have something to say or you want to add something, please do. Okay, I'm sure folks here would love to hear your opinion of these.
Sure.
So let's begin. PL. Wrong ticker. Yeah, there we go. PI, not PI. Now look how smooth this trend is. Nice and smooth. Very directional. Good breakdown. Look at today's trading action. Very nice. I'll put my stop somewhere about 161. And let me get my options here. I have no idea if these are wide or not. Yeah, they're really well. They're not too bad. They're expensive as hell. You could do a spread. You can buy a 130 versus 125. And Art, if you're here, I'm going to repeat what you asked me to. You send me an email asking me to explain this again. So write this down, Art. If the spread is $5 between the sell and the buy, you want to spend no more than $3. If the spread is $10, you want to spend no more than $6. If the spread is $2.50, you don't want to spend any more than $1.75. So I'm giving you the max. The max. Ideally, you want to do a spread when when you can pay less than 50% of the profit. That's ideal. That's when you want to go out of your way to do it. But otherwise, I'm just giving you a rule of thumb. So Art, if you're here, I know you asked me right before we came on here. I didn't forget about you, and that's what it is. Now let's continue. EXAS, not too bad. Doesn't have too much back. A little springy here, but otherwise not too bad. I would go 36 days out. I would go 0.7 need delta, 55 put my stop right around the 50-day and the 200, which are crossing each other right now. Stock looks like it wants to come down wants to go lower and lower. It's pretty nasty stock. BG, nice smooth A-line stock. By the way, at 1 o'clock, I'll be talking about A-line, and tomorrow our 25th trade expires worthless. 24 winners in a row, and we couldn't get to 25. Anyway, I really like this for more downside. I like it down. It's a consumer defensive sector. They are not doing it right now at all. Can you also post it on YouTube, Matt?
Yep, I'm going.
Not today, Travis. It doesn't happen every, tick by tick. It happens over 2-3 week period of time. It's been 73% correlated, by the way.
Oh, look who that is.
Who? What?
I know that guy.
What guy?
Travis.
Oh, well, there you go.
He just got married Friday. So
Oh,
congratulations to him.
Congratulations, Travis. Wishing you all the best.
That's whose wedding I was at.
That's why you weren't here on Friday.
Yep.
Now we know. Now the full story comes out. Steve says A-Line is one of my favorite services. Good. And I hope you guys come and see the class. It'll be fun. Let's see here. So yeah, we would go about 36 days out on BG, 71 days, 71 Delta, 82.50 put right here. February 21st, BG, with a stop right at the 50-day moving average. Nice A-line stock. STAA, really nice stock. Right here, about 23.70, 87 Delta, 25 put, February 21st. MCHP, a little flat, a little choppy. If it breaks down here, it can look attractive. Potentially. Potentially. It's really weak compared to all the other semiconductors. I would go 22 days, 29 days out here. 70 Delta, 59 put. And again, I would probably wait for a breakdown on this one. It's a little choppy, like the rest of the market right now. I can't stand when the markets do what they're doing right now. It's just, I mean, look at the SPY right now. Look at this. I mean, Kane, I think it works for, I think right now it looks worse than it did overnight. I mean, I'm not joking, actually, unfortunately. Look at this. If I showed you this right now, tell me, would you not say this is overnight trading action?
Actually,
Seriously,
yeah, it does look a lot. Yeah,
seriously, look at that.
yeah. Oh,
I'm not kidding. Unfortunately, I wish I was, but I'm not. I wish I was. I wish I was. That's Thinkorswim. I use several different. Actually, closing my. Well, it doesn't matter. Like the patient is in trouble. Yeah. Pizza. Pizza. Who doesn't like pizza? Nice smooth trend. Looks really, really good. Making a new swing low. We like this. About 39.96 as a stop. I mean, as a stop loss. Yeah, 39.90, about 34, 30. What is it? 39.40, right around there. 36 days out, February 21st, 74 Delta, 40, right here. 40. Good. I'm glad to hear that pizza's been treating you well. This stock here, I've been talking about this stock literally nonstop, and I still like it for a short. 36 days to go, 79 Delta, 14 put. I like this stock. I've been liking this stock for a short forever. What's going on? I'm live right now. Live, yeah. What am I doing? I'm giving them stock picks with options. Yeah, I'm giving them everything. Hey guys, say hi to T-Buzz.
Hey folks, how y'all doing? What all you got on there?
I got Kane, and I
How's it going, Tom?
got Matt right there.
Hey Matt.
Yeah. He's right there, but I can't see him through here. It's easier for me to talk to him. I talk to him more in here than I mean, look at this. We got a barrier here. I got 4 monitors.
Yeah, you got a lot of
Yeah. It gets hot in here. But anyways, I'm just giving them stocks that I'm bearish on. Guess. GES. There it is. There's a stock. I've been telling them to short it here, 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 and here. And I still think they should short it. Yeah, so Guess is a good stock to short.
Okay.
That's my short list. All right, let me give you my long list right now. CRDO setting up. A little choppy here. A little choppy, but I do like it here. I think it's setting up. It's above the VWAP. Has good trading action today. We got, let me switch this to calls. We got 36 days out, 72 Delta, 70 call on that one.
You like 70 Delta?
Yeah, I like 70 Delta. I like to go in the money. I like A&ET. I've been talking this stock up for weeks now. Really like this stock a lot. Great stock. They just split too. And intraday, look at this, daily and intraday, they look the same, which is perfect. I would use the 15-day as a stop loss right here. Maybe go below that pivot. Go about 29 days to go. 68 delta, 115 call. Yeah, I'm giving them value, T-Buzz. Value. Yeah, look at the SPY today. Tell me this doesn't look like overnight market action. Look at this.
It does.
Makes you want to sleep. And look at the daily, right at the 50-day line, right there. It doesn't break through. Coming right back
Well,
down.
you know, yesterday we finally had a day of the last 20 where you had a trend that stayed intact for 20. Think about it. 2 days. You actually had a trend.
Yeah.
And but very interesting. What you doing here?
Just chit-chatting.
I know, but
This is my VIP room. I have this every day for lunchtime.
yeah.
And yeah, T-Buzz will come down and meet all of you guys in February.
What are you doing?
I'm having a big live class with all my VIP folks
Uh-huh.
at the Sawgrass. Yeah, so you'll definitely come
I'll
out
come
there,
over there.
and
Yeah,
say hi to her.
absolutely.
Yeah, T-Buzz will be there. Kane will be there. It'll be a lot of fun.
What date?
The last 2 days of February. The last 2 days, 27th and 28th.
Put it
Yeah,
on the calendar.
yeah, it'll be a very cool event.
All right.
Take care,
I
T-Buzz.
I thought it popped.
Let's
Yeah.
let the ladies get to talk. Let's
Oh,
get
your wife. Let me tell you what this guy did to me.
here. Tell everybody on the mic.
His wife gave me a present, okay? And it was coconut wrapped chocolate with almonds inside with chocolate surrounding little balls, okay? I don't know if it's Ukrainian or I don't know what it was. It's just American.
Just American. Yeah.
Anyway, Paula says, I don't like that stuff. I said, fine, I'll eat it. I had one of them. I'm addicted to it now. Now you gotta give it
There you go.
to me. It's that good.
Just tell her she'll get you another
the
box.
coconut.
You like it, huh?
Oh, I love
All right. I'll see you, T-Buzz. All right, guys. That was T-Buzz. T-Buzz and his wife, they have a birthday on the same date, which is, I mean, what are the odds, right? That's pretty cool. Cool 80. Good. There were two. Yeah. All right. So A&ET, 29 days to go. 69 Delta, about 115 right there. VST, believe it or not, folks, and I've said this many times before, people don't realize this. Kane, do you realize this stock was the third biggest gaining stock last year?
That's amazing.
A utilities company. A
Yeah.
utilities company.
That was my pick yesterday for Roundtable.
Yeah. Great pick. I know. That's what I remembered it. Great pick, too.
Yeah.
Great pick, up to almost 3% today. Look at this. Put a stop loss right here. About 157, 158. 29 days out, 70 Delta. That's a little expensive. Let's do a spread. Let's go add the money. 175 long, 180 short for less than $3. All right, less than $3. Man, this market. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen. Matt, have you ever seen it this choppy? I mean, during the day, have you ever seen it this choppy?
Yeah.
Not on a non-holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know. This might be a record, and I'm not kidding. This favorite for the entire 2024. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's volatile for a utility. Another couple of stocks that I like, and we're almost done. Cisco. Cisco is breaking out. It's a little choppier than so I'll tell you about Cisco. It's a little choppier than I'd like to see it lately, but generally speaking, it trends really well. It's a good trending stock. It's not that choppy of a stock. So once it starts moving, and it looks like it's moving right now. And is it an all-time high? Hold on. No, it's not, but it's looking great. And I love how the bottoms are getting higher. It's doing a great job of respecting the 50-day moving average. So I would put my stop there. I would use this as a swing. Let's look at volume real quick. And volume's not declining. I like Cisco. I got to say, I like Cisco. I don't like this market, but I do like Cisco. Go right below this noise, about 58. You're only about $2 off. 29 days out, 77 Delta. Nice spreads. 59 call right there. Let's see. PTSG. Oops. PTSG. No, wrong symbol. No, forget it. I'm just gonna move on. Ralph Lauren. I like Ralph Lauren. And this is the last one I'm going to give you today. I would put my stop right below this pivot. Notice the pivots are getting higher. Not a bad stock. I mean, not the best stock, but not a bad stock. This would be a nice true trend stock, Matt. Look, swing high coming down today. Not down yet for the day, though, but already red. 231.72 maybe. Probably have to do a spread on this one. Yes. Right here, 240 call, 250, 240 versus 250 for less than $6. All right. Anything you want to add, Kane, that I might have missed, did not talk about? We got, I mean, retail sales, the data today was wrong call should be put for pit. Wrong call should be put for pit. Hold on.
No.
What happened here?
It's the fill.
You can change it if you need to change something.
Yeah.
Go ahead and change it so that people
Yeah,
don't
I
get
will.
confused. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Alan. I appreciate it. Do you want to go ahead and change whatever you need to change, Matt?
Yeah.
Go ahead and change that. Good, Robert. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. All right. Oh, there you are. Yeah, that fill didn't look right. What did you do this time? Buy to open. Oh, you went all right. Let's see how that goes. Above the VWAP, we did get a bullish signal. Let's see what happens there. All right, guys. Kane, talk to us about the markets. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Do you see anything interesting politically? Do you seeing anything interesting in terms of stocks that you like that you want to share with folks here? I'll definitely take a look. We got plenty of time.
Well, I would just say that, just following along with what we were talking about in the inauguration from yesterday, is that one thing that so AI has been a focus, and that seems to be pushing forward. So if you paid attention to the recent CES, that's the big major computer and electronics show in Las Vegas that just ended last week, what people were noticing is that, or if you paid attention, what you're noticing is that in those shows, usually what they do is they talk about what's coming, what's in the future.
Yeah.
And this year it was very much like, oh, it's arrived. So we have cars that are driving themselves. We have robots that are doing these. We have drones that are capable of flying by themselves and doing these things. So I think that's a really interesting change, and that could start to push this, not necessarily what we describe as AI, but at least this theme of automation is going to start spreading a little bit wider. So you're going to start seeing a lot more in manufacturing, and so that will tend to replace jobs, especially if Trump is trying to increase tariffs. Then what it's supposed to do is create American jobs, right? Because we're supposed to create factories and manufacturing within the US. But if labor is expensive, if American labor is expensive relative to other places in the world, then companies are going to look for cost efficiency, and automation can replace a lot of that. We saw that happen when the ports threatened to strike a couple months ago. We saw that these ports started to look into a lot of automation because there's a lot of automation in other ports around the world. The technology exists. So I think that's going to be a catalyst for AI type of stuff, chips type of stuff, anything that is automation. And so that's going to be somewhere that I look and focus on for 2025.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I want to show you why. Let me show you something interesting. Now, Kane and I have never talked about this, okay? Let me show you what I was doing this weekend while Matt was resting and relaxing and living the Via Loca. I was writing this booklet called The Final Frontier, Robotics.
No.
And I was putting together all of these special groups of robotics. Can't make this stuff up if you tried, right? I honestly, I swear to you folks, Kane and I have not talked about the first time. But I want to show you that what Uncle Roger's working on in anticipation of that. All the different sectors, all the different robotics. I haven't even told Matt about this. So I'm always trying to stay ahead of the curve. This sheet is not ready yet, but just to show you that I'm literally working on exactly the same thing. All right.
Wow.
So if two guys are talking about if two guys are thinking the same thing, that there must be something there, and that is the future. Robotics is the future, and robotics is the final frontier of technology as far as we can see right now. There, like, what do I mean by that? Like, if you look back at like movies and shows that are science fiction that talk about the future, there's nothing past robotics. Robotics is the final frontier, right? I remember when I was a kid. I remember I used to love this show, Buck Rogers. You guys weren't even born yet, Kane. This was like 1979, 1980. I was like 9 years old, 10 years old, and they had a talking a phone, a TV where you could talk through. This was like Buck Rogers in like the 20. This was like supposed to be like 300 years into the future. Okay, Gil Gerard. You guys remember that? Gil Gerard, Buck Rogers. For anybody here who's over 50, you guys might remember that. So and yeah, it was basically like a cheap version of Star Wars. Oh, look, everybody look at this. I guess I'm not the only one. So you guys remember that Buck Rogers? It wasn't a cartoon, it was a show. It was on NBC. And they had these, like, you could walk down their ship, the Star Wars like ship, and they would have the iPhones like where you could talk to people. And I remember sitting there in 1980, 1979 thinking, oh my God, can you imagine if, like, how would that even work? I mean, to me in 1980, that was equivalent to humans flying, okay? Like, I mean, flying, like without like Superman flying. So that's the level of incredibility. So, but even then, the like, think about it, like Star Wars, Terminator, the final frontier of our imagination doesn't go beyond robotics. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens past that. But folks, just to let you know, real robotics like Skynet, R2D2, all that kind of crap, that's 15 to 30 years away, and that's according to the CEO of NVIDIA. That's not according to me. So it'll be interesting to see how these things develop and how because in 30 years I see robots assisting doctors in like brain surgery, and I don't mean like lasers. I mean like full on like, and these robots are going to be 10 times more accurate than doctors. Trust me. But again, we're not there yet. We're not there yet, and I'm very curious how that. Do you guys remember? It seems like a lot of people remember that. But yeah, Jetsons, all that stuff. You guys understand what I'm saying? Intelligent robots, where you can say, "Hey, go and change my roof." Hey, go and pick up my daughter from school. That kind of a robot. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I think the interface with technology is going to start really rapidly developing also. So right now we type in keyboards, we use a mouse, things like this, and we're trying to develop like voice command because that's more natural for humans. But there are other things like, for example, virtual reality never really took off because they're focused on entertainment, and same with augmented reality. But I think as robotics and automation becomes more in our lives, than technologies like that, or for example, Neuralink that Elon Musk is working on. Those types of technologies are going to become more and more in focus because technology is going to be integrated more into our lives.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know how folks right now are making like, notice it, this will be the last, I'll wrap it up here. You know how if you drive around certain parts of America are more friendlier towards EV cars. Like they're building those stations where you can charge them. Those you could tell they're very, and certain places aren't. It's going to be the exact same thing for robotics, where you can charge your robot and do all these things. But again, we're not there yet. I wouldn't be surprised if Musk was the first guy to come up with it, because he's he's very far into the future, a little too far for his own good sometimes, but nonetheless, he's one of those guys who can come up with stuff like that. All right, Matt, do you have anything seasonality that you want to declare for us today?
No.
No. Is it that bad, Matt?
Yeah, it's
All right. All right. You heard it. You heard it straight from the guy. I mean, look at this. Look at this market. I mean, there's nothing there. Then I have a cabin. So first robot I see on my street. Moving to my cabin in Maine and going off grid. The first robot I see on my street. Well, Carlos, if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. All right, guys, in 20 minutes, I will be doing my first A-line this year. Matt, can you post the links, please, for that? So folks can watch it. It'll be the first time this year that we are doing A-lines, the first time. Let me just check the momentum levels before we go, out of curiosity. 115. Yeah, 35 and 115. Yeah, good luck finding a trend there. That's like looking at the ocean from above, and the waves are 2 feet tall, 1 to 2 feet tall, right here. If this goes to 200, the waves go to 3 feet tall. If this goes to 500, the waves go to 10 feet tall, so to speak. So you could see there's very little waves. When you have very little waves, nothing's really gonna move a lot. What's the A-line, you ask, Carl? Well, it's a program that we've given 24 winners in a row. We currently have the 25 on. No, I wouldn't be rolling AT&T over. But Tinya, we don't talk about open trades here. We don't talk about open trades here. Our put trade is, anyone looking at our put trade is alive. There you go. All right, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing great. Thank you, Kane, for coming here. I really appreciate you. Kane is going to be coming here next couple of weeks, weekly, because people really like Kane, and it's really great for me to have perspective. If you guys have questions for Kane, can you give out your email address?
Yeah, it's kane@investpub.com. I'll type it in the chat as well.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Tinya. I didn't see it. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. All right, folks, my email is roger@rogerscott.com. I will be live in 20 minutes for my first 2025 A-line. Bye, guys. Thank you, Kane. Thanks, Matt. Bye, guys. Take care.
Everyone.
Have a great day, everybody. Appreciate your time. I really do.
See you at 1 o'clock.
And thank you yesterday for we had 1,200 people in there. Thank you very much for doing that. Bye, guys.